Good evening. I usually say morning, but it's the opposite end of the day. But the common denominator is I'm going fishing. Just a short one, and I'm on a pond, and it's very shallow. I can see right out in front of me. There's lots of vegetation now though coming through. That's always a big positive because it means that the fish have a cover in which to hide away. I am going to be fishing with maggots on this occasion. I'll show you the setup in due course. I keep my rods already made up. Really simple way of making sure that you can get more sessions in when time is tight. And all I need to do is, well, adjust the float, the depth of the float that is, and switch this size 8 hook to a more respectable 14 in terms of the fish that I'm hoping to catch. Apart from that, I'll be fishing in no time at all. First cast, as soon as the bait hits the water, it's picked up by a fish. I think it'll be a small roach. And indeed it is. When I say small, it really is tiny. But at least I'm not a blanker. Let me just get my glasses on, I think, to... No, I don't. I've done it without. Bear in mind, it is a pond, okay? So, not necessarily going to catch any monsters on this occasion. It's only about 2.5 feet deep. I'm just throwing a few loose maggots out. I can see the fish on them already, the flash of the roach. Then I'm casting over that, watching that tip, which on this occasion doesn't move. It's going to be... Oh! Oh, I had a fish on. The reason why it didn't move is that a fish had taken the bait, but not necessarily give me an indication on the float. Great sign, isn't it? Continue the process. Throw out a few maggots. Again, I can see the small fish as they make their way into the sinking maggots. Will I get one on this occasion? Yes, I will. I think this could be a very action-packed session. Not necessarily, oh, just pulled out of that. Not necessarily big fish, but lots of them. And you know what? Great fun. Isn't that what fishing is all about? This one didn't evade me. Or that one. I always list the items of tackle in the blog post itself, but for now, and as far as the video is concerned, that's the real business end, isn't it? Single maggot, nothing at all for 2.5, 3 feet, as I just said. There's the float, and it's a 3 BB shot needed to cock it just right. Although I must say, on most of these occasions so far, the float has sailed away, or at least given me movement before it's even had time to settle in the water. Great fun, as I've just said. How long will it last for though? Will I get a pike in the swim? Who knows? I'm not so sure I will, but you never know, do you? Back to the roach. And I can't keep showing these tiny fish, can I, one after the other? I think you get the picture. Not a huge fish, but I will show this one because it is the biggest, the largest one. It's a live list as well. The largest one of the session so far. And if nothing else, it'll make a nice lead image. Although I'm not revealing all of them, of course, to the camera, I will on this occasion because it's a third species, a rudd. You can see the upturned mouth there, blood red fins, and like all the other fish that I've caught so far, mouth and fin perfect. Taking into account the venue, that's another half decent fish. There's a song thrush singing on the far bank, and another nice perch. Back home, as you can see, I'm in my man cave. Thoroughly enjoyed that session. I think it's a really positive thing for all of us, maybe. I'm not telling anglers what to do, of course, but sometimes you can get stuck into a rut, can't you? And I do know carp fishermen who tell me that they lose their mojo, and it can be a bind sometimes, loading the car with all of that gear and taking forever to set up. But I think there's a lot of positives in maybe every now and then fishing really light, maggots on a small pond or the canal or even a big lake, but just enjoying the fishing. I know we enjoy our angling, of course, I'm not doubting that, but sometimes not necessarily going out for big fish, but just catching fish and having a great time. And I've certainly done that tonight. You know what they say, variety is the spice of life, and I certainly do that anyway in my fishing. And I think that's what keeps it ticking along nicely. Finally, I have been bringing updates regarding Himley Hall and in particular the fishing in recent weeks. And I've got another one. So if you are watching this on YouTube as opposed to on my website, then click the link in the pinned comment or the description box and all will be revealed.